Good evening. Welcome to this edition of Bullseye. How are we getting on through the winter? Are you weathering it all right? We hope you are. We've got 6 people tonight. We hope are going to weather the show well and make a lot of money as they play Bullseye. How are you, Vic? Nice firm handshake. And Alf, nice to have you both on the show. And you're from Wallsend. Wallsend on tap. Newcastle, that's right. What do you do for a living, Vic?
Long distance driver.
Long distance driver. You're a good darts player, Vic, aren't you? Do you spend... I love all this modesty and all these lads. They're all very good players and they say, well, you know, and all day they've been getting hundreds and 140s. Tell me, how do you get a chance to play it being long distance? Are you away from home a lot? Are you home every night?
Take me daughter with me.
Oh, and you play wherever you
Wherever I go.
That's good, that's good, that's excellent. And you play for?
Mauritania.
The Mauritania?
Yeah.
Oh, that's named after... You'll have a lot of passengers in your team then. Tell us about... If I've got to explain these jokes, don't bother. You're into judo, Vic, aren't you?
No, I'm out of it now.
Why have you stopped?
Well, my two nephews are black belt judo instructors.
So they're throwing you about, so you're practicing?
Yeah, the unconscious.
What do you do? What about you, Alf? You married?
Yes, Jim.
Where did you meet?
We both worked in the bakery.
You met in a bakery?
Bakery, yeah.
You felt you needed one another?
Yes.
Hey, I think that's good, that, don't you? I don't think that's bad at all. Not too bad, that, is it? Good gracious me. And then you worked somewhere else. Where did you work
Yes,
then?
I worked in the rope works.
In the rope works? Yeah. That's where you got spliced, is it?
Yes.
They're brilliant, these, aren't they? You've got some things, haven't you? Particular things you don't like?
Decorating and snakes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's like... I don't like snakes and ladders. Have a good night with us. We know you do very, very well. Off you go off. Sit down and relax. We'll see you in a minute. Now then, Des, how are you?
Hello, Jim.
And Trev, that's right. And you're Her Majesty's Forces.
That's right.
And you've come all the way from Aldershot to see us, haven't you now? And Des, what do you do in the Forces?
Well, I teach drill and skill arms to recruits.
Really?
Weapon handling.
Oh, the National Civil War, before your time. And oh, I can't stand all that ball.
No.
Sorry, shouldn't have said that. You're into sport, aren't you, sir?
Yeah.
What sort of sports do you
Play
do?
rugby, squash, cricket, anything with a ball.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you a good player? Are you one of these guys who can do most things fairly successfully with the ball?
I think so, yeah.
And you had a spate of injuries, didn't you, Des?
Well, first 5 games in rugby, I broke my nose, 2 ribs, 2 fingers, got carried off twice. So.
Did you really?
Yeah.
And you carried on, of course, because
Oh yeah.
you're obviously mental. I can only say that on telly because he's a big lad. When you see him stand up near me, he doesn't stop. You've got an allergy a few days.
Oh yeah, the mother-in-law. I went.
It's lovely, isn't it?
I went sick with lumps on my neck, and the mother-in-law was staying at the time in Germany, and the doctor told me it was the mother-in-law. I'm allergic to it.
Well, you'll be watching this at home, and there we are.
It's going to kill me for saying
What a wonderful way to destroy a relationship. How are you, Trev? Nice to have you on the show. You're into sport as well, Trev?
Yes, I play rugby and cricket.
Yeah.
Swimming.
Is it, I mean, obviously in the force it does encourage this kind of thing, doesn't it? And it keeps you in a good physical state to do it, doesn't it? Yeah. We went out to Germany last year, you know, we had a great time out there at the Royal Army thing. They didn't half look after us. Yeah. Tremendous, but so fit. I mean, what made me, I really felt really quite, what are you laughing at? I felt quite, you know, not fit when I saw all these young strapping lads. They were big fellas. And your hobby?
I brew beer.
You brew beer, so you're a regular soldier then. Oh, tell us a story about your wife. You played darts, didn't you?
Oh yes, we play in the Sportsman's Club in Aldershot.
Yeah.
And we have a competition every couple of weeks, a darts competition. Yeah. And up until this certain night, I'd won it 3 or 4 times. Yeah. And I was drawn to play my wife in the first round, and she knocked me out.
She knocked me out?
Yes.
Well, so the marriage
it's quite
is
embarrassing.
Still together though, aren't you?
Oh yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
I mean, you can handle defeat with grace.
Dignity.
And dignity, absolutely, sir. Have a good night with you. We hope you don't handle defeat tonight anyway. Off you. Now then, Jean, the only lady amongst these fellas.
Nice, isn't it?
Isn't it good? Isn't it good? How are you, Bob? Nice to see you, Bob. And you've come all the way from, let's see, Hemel Hempstead. You've got a family of 4, Jean.
Yeah.
And where do you work now, sweetheart?
Yeah, I'm a barmaid at the moment.
Are you really? What's the name of the pub you work at?
Marchment Arms.
Marchment Arms. That's good. Look, get your free drink when you get back home.
I hope.
What did you do before you worked in them?
I worked in the dark room at Kodak.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's fine. Well, with family of 4, things developed. You're a good darts player, Jean. We've watched you today, and you play for 3 teams, don't you?
Yeah.
And you beat Bobby George once, didn't you?
Yeah, he let me.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, how did you beat him? Was it because Bob was scoring, was it?
Yeah.
Is that what he was? He's a good player, isn't he?
Yeah.
Great character as well, isn't he? Good value, isn't he? Sir? That's excellent. Tell us a story about when you met Muhammad Ali. It's a great story, this.
Oh, yeah, with knockout.
Yeah, yes, knockout. Well, that's the end of that. Bob, what do you do, son?
I'm slitter and cold rolling operator.
Cold rolling.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, we slit steel down to the required widths and then roll it down to the required gauge.
I see. Well, we all know exactly what that is now.
Yeah.
It's very good. And where are you from? Are you from Hemel Hempstead all your life?
No, I come from Poplar.
Cottons.
That's not... Are you both Cockneys within
Yeah.
the sound of Bow Bells, yeah?
Yeah.
So you got out of it all and went out to the stockbroker belt,
Yeah.
almost,
That's
isn't
yeah.
it? Yes, you look very upmarket to me. With, yes, all your buttons are on your shirt, I can tell you obviously. You saw them. And before that you were milkman, weren't you?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Well, and family you've got...
Four.
Four, so you're obviously both very cooperative. Okay. Go sit down. Right, give them a round of applause, our contestants tonight. Super. Well done, Jane. Good girl. Six delightful people there. We've got an audience tonight who are well aware of the rules of Bullseye, and they know that if the dart player hits the bullseye, he can score an incredible £200. What can I say about that? Well, well, well. Questions in the first round are worth £30 each. Let's get on with the game. We wish you all the very best. Let's see if you can rob us absolutely rotten. Come on, Alf.
Sport, please, Jim.
We'll try. Come on, Vic. Sport we want, sir. Good start. Right in the middle. £50 you've got. For another £30, Alf, who beat Steve Davis to win the World Snooker Championships in April '85?
Dennis Taylor.
Dennis Taylor, that very, very funny Irishman. Excellent. Trev for Des.
Words, please, Jim.
Words. All right, come on then, Des. £50. For another £30, Des. Sorry, Trev, I'm sorry. What does a ufologist study? What does a ufologist study?
I don't know.
There's a light on, and we'll take you, Bob.
Flying saucers.
I've got to give you that. It's £30. Unidentified... flying object. UFOs. Bob, for Jean.
History, please.
History. All right, come on, Jean. History one, sweetheart. There you are. Got your £30 there, Bob. Well done. For another £30, what was the Christian name of the great religious reformer Luther? You can probably work it out, Bob. And there's a light on. Jean, not a word, but we can talk to Alf.
Morton.
Martin is right, after whom came Martin Luther King, the US civil rights leader. All right, let's look at the scores. Very interesting. Alf and Vic, £110. Trev and Des, £50. Bob and Jean, £60. They're going well. Questions in the next round, you know, £50 a question. The subjects that are lit, they're the ones you can choose. Come on, Alf.
Affairs, please, Jim.
Affairs we want. That's £100. Excellent. Thank you, audience. That's marvellous. All right, here we go. For a further £50, Alf, what was the name of the intruder who broke into Buckingham Palace and the Queen's bedroom in 1982?
Michael Kelly.
It's not, and we can offer it, Trev.
Fagin.
Yes, we've got to get the surname is enough. It's Michael Fagin. You've got the right. Yes, you've got the right country. Almost. Oh, it was an Irish extract, wasn't it? Come on, Trev. You're looking good.
Spelling, please, Jim.
Spelling. Right. Come on, Des. He's not. He's gone into faces, so there's no bonus. But here we go for £50. Look at your monitor. Whose face is that? Looking at you, Trev. Might be a bit before your time. He was... Bull is in, and I'm looking for a light from either of the other two boys. You will know it, but never mind. There we go. It was Bernard Levin, the journalist and critic, and Alf did know it. All right, Bob for Jean. Come on, Jean. Yes. £30. For another £50, Bob. In the grounds of which famous London building does the annual Chelsea Flower Show take place? I'm looking for a light. And none of you are going to tell me. Ooh, Trev. The Royal Hospital. Chelsea Pensioners Home. OK. Well, now, what a fascinating situation. Alf and Vic, £210. Trev and Des, £100. Bob and Jean, £90. Well, they're going all right. Move on. Questions, £100. Any two can go through, it's so close. We've got left these subjects. Places, showbiz, books and spelling. Just the 4 categories. Alf?
Books, please, Jim.
Books. All right. Come on, Vic. Books we want. It's the wrong category. It's words and the category's gone, so we can't ask the question. Trev for Des.
We'll try spelling again, please, Jim.
Spelling again, please. Spelling again. Under pressure, you're handling it, boys, aren't you? £50 you've got. For a further £100, Trev, can you please spell discotheque?
D-I-S-C-O-T-H-E-Q-U-E.
Let's check it with Bully. D-I-S-C-O-T-H-E-Q-U-E is right. Gets you £100. We move on. Bob for Jean.
Books, please, Jim.
Books. All right, come on, Jean. Books with life. She's there. She's got you £30 there, Bob. And this is for a further £100. MMK's novel about romance in the East was televised in 1984. What is its title? And there's a light on. Bully's in. Alf, you can make yourself £100 here, sir.
Jewel and the Crown.
It wasn't. A very similar television series, The Far Pavilions. Never mind, I could understand you getting that answer as you did. Alf and Vic, £210. Our 2 army boys, Trev and Des, £250. But Bob and Jean have got to go. They're taking with them £120. In you come. Give them a round. Bob and Jean, good girl, good girl. You were going very well there, weren't you? You were going nicely. Well, there we are. There are your bullies. Take those with our compliments. And I'm going to give you £120. There's 100, 10, £20. Spend it wisely. Stay though, because they have been known to come back. You know, the first couples have been known to come back. Take that with you, with our compliments, Jean. Your bullies, your badge, and your darts. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
You've been smashing. Thanks, Bob.